Hello and welcome to the Weird Record Club. You'll notice that on one side of me I've got four candles, as well as a couple of Two Ronnies LPs, because today I'm going to talk about this Jehosophat and Jones. This was released in 1973. Jehosophat and Jones were characters created by Ronnie Corbett and Ronnie Barker in their sketch show, long-running popular sketch show in the UK. And Jehosophat and Jones, as you can tell from the picture here, they were sort of I don't know what you call them, hippie country folk duo. So they speak in this kind of stone southern drawl, and they sing songs with lots of double entendres. So Big Jim Jehosophat, that's Ronnie Corbett, and Fat Belly Jones, that's Ronnie Barker here. Ronnie Barker wrote all the songs. All the lyrics are credited to Fat Belly Jones, except for a couple that are credited to someone called Johnson, and I think that is just another pseudonym for Ronnie Barker. So some sleeve notes on the back that give fake biography of the two. It tells us that Fat Belly Jones didn't start school until 11, and he didn't stay long. He left at 11:45. So now the music is sort of, I suppose you'd call it bluegrass mostly, and it's really well played. It's some great mandolin playing on it. You've got slide guitar and fiddle and so on. So the band is one of Britain's best known bluegrass bands, and they're called the Orange Blossom Special. So they provide the music, although all the songs are written by Ronnie Barker. So, what kind of songs do you get? Well, a few of the songs do the thing where they give you a kind of a misleading rhyme scheme. So, like in the first song, what's it called? Up Cat Polecat. They sing something like, up in the loft where the oil lamp flickers, I lost my heart and she lost her parasol. So you get quite a lot of those kind of double entendres. There's another song what's called Stutter Bum, I think it is, where you get these, where Ronnie Barker sort of, it's almost like he's practicing for Open All Hours, the character he played in that with the stutter. So he said, she had such pretty teeth. So that's another sort of thing you get as well. What else? Sometimes you get the similar double entendres. Her eyes are green, just like a bean. Her legs are lean, and in between you and me. Da, 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 da. So there's all that kind of thing. The lyrics, really well written. They're quite funny. They made me laugh a few times. I would say Ronnie Barker is a lyricist of some genius. There are quite a lot of really complex rhyme schemes, way better than anything Bob Dylan ever wrote. That's for sure. Um, so really fun album. I enjoyed listening to it. So if we think about some standout tracks, if you wanted to check this out, well, Up Cat Polecat, the first song on it, would probably give you a good idea if you look that one up. Another interesting one on side two is called It Blows My Mind, and that sort of reminds me of the cosmic country of Lee Hazelwood. So that's a sort of a hippie pastiche, and that's really funny. When the wind is blowing from behind, it blows my mind, man. I noticed that track has recently been played on Radio 6 by Gideon Coe. So Jehosophat and Jones starting to become cool again. So there we have it. What else do we have? I think there's some spoken word bits and pieces between some of the songs, and those are quite funny. As I said, they're delivered in this kind of stoner South of USA drawl. Um, they make a few jokes, maybe that along the lines of we've travelled all over the world and parts of Scotland too. They make a reference to they do a Manchester folk song called something about Our Mary Ann. The hairy man is dallying with Our Mary Ann. And they say a Manchester folk song. Well, Manchester, they say, is a small town near Liverpool. Sorry, the cat's just scratching my ass. Get off. So there we have it. There isn't much more to say about it, except that it's a good laugh, and it's nice to have a comedy album where it's mostly song based rather than sketches that don't work as well on record. One of the things about comedy records is when you buy them second hand, they're often in really good condition because they don't get played very often. Anyway, there we have it. Have you heard this, Jehosophat and Jones? What do you think? Am I right? Is Ronnie Barker a way better lyricist than Bob Dylan? Well, see you next time. Bye bye.